Hi, welcome to my James Bond Skyfall review slash synopsis. As far as I understand, every James Bond movie has a opening scene before the opening credits, which is always really artistic. In this movie, it's fantastic as well. It's pretty trippy, but it's excellent to look at. But anyway, the opening scene is, it's James Bond and some chick who becomes a main character later on. They are just driving around chasing this guy. You find out he has like a list of MI6 operatives, like their real name, so it's bad that he has it. So about 10-15 minutes of like awesome action. It's just, chasing him in a car. They get out of the car, they get on motorcycles, they drive up the Great Bazaar and just driving all these buildings. It's really cool. But it gets really awesome because, the bad guy just like gets off his bike, jumps on the train, so it's like, oh no, he's gonna get away. So Bond just rams into the side of like a bridge wall and just with his motorcycle and just flings off it. But being James Bond, being so cool, he just lands like, what's up? No NBD, no big deal. Whatever. They get on the train. He's that car ahead of him. So James Bond they're just shooting back for it. James Bond sneaks into the backhoe that's just on this train because it's like moving construction vehicles, I guess. So he jumps on. He's in the car, and the guy's shooting it, so it breaks through the window, shoots him in the chest, like shoulder-ish area. So James Bond's already down right there. Breaks through the shot, use the backhoe, the claw to block the bullets, be in front of their shield. So he's trying to swing at him with this giant thing, but he's 20 feet away, so whatever. So the bad guy shoots the car, where the chains are. So it's it breaks, so the car's falling behind. So Bond grabs the other train, so it's hanging, then gets off, runs on top of it, and just boom. And then they start fighting, classic, hey, let's fight on top of a train. Oh no, look, tunnel, let's get down. Now we're fighting horizontally, lying down, which, whatever, it's cool. And then the chick he was with the whole time was waiting on, chasing him the whole time, waits on a bridge and has a sniper and it's just oh no, I can't get him shot because they're just fighting on top. And they're no, you have to shoot him. And M's yes, take the shot. So she shoots, boom, nails Bond, the other chest, I guess, whatever. So he falls 40 feet off this cliff, off this, because they're high up above the water. Falls 4,000 feet, splash in the water, and just goes down the waterfall. His corpse is all that. Boom, James Bond dead. Opening credits. That's how it starts. Awesome. Well, after the opening credits, obviously he's not dead. He just makes it to this island somehow. It's just getting drunk all the time, just whatever. It's classic. You've seen this before. Oh, the hero's defeated, so he's just on this island whatever, I'm just drunk all the time doing all these girls, blah, blah, blah. So he makes his way, he's at this bar, and he's just, by himself in the end. Then in the background, you hear, oh, that, and then you hear, in the background, it's just oh, there was a, attack on the MI6 building back in London, and he's oh, right, now it's time to get back. Oh, it's right time to get back on London. So anyway, basically what happens, I missed the part, right before then, it's just Emma's just at this, forget, I don't know, meeting. Whatever, she's at a meeting, she's driving back to MI6, and just big explosion, finds out the computers were being hacked, and they set off gas explosion from the computers. I don't know how that happens, but that's main, that's how the bad guy attacks him, and it's all about computer stuff, which, it's cool. It's whatever. So, once Bond gets back, MI6 has moved underground, like all Churchill's, secret underground tunnels they used in World War II, so it's all underground, whatever. And then Bond's yeah, I'm back, and he's yeah, we thought you were dead, so you're gonna have to, go through all these tests again, so, see if you're still worthy of being super spy. So he's doing all these tests, and he's, failing horribly, he can't even shoot, he's and he's he can only do 100 pull-ups. I guess that's terrible. So anyways, and then they're oh, obviously he fails. So he's in his resting cell or bedroom or whatever, and he's just I knew I was gonna come back, so I kept the bullets in me. So he just carves out the bullets, shrapnel that where the other guy shot him from the beginning of the movie, and it's just he goes to the guy and it's just analyze this because I knew I was gonna come back, and I knew the bullet was gonna be some crazy uranium bullet that only 3 guys use, and he's obviously it's that guy because he's not some crazy blackout fro. It's obviously some Russian guy with a shaved head. Obviously, it's him. So they find out his next target, the bad guy's next target, is somewhere in China. So Bond heads to China. So he sees him, stalks him for a while, and he's just like, "Oh, he's in Shanghai, and he's going up this crazy elevator. I'm just gonna jump on and hang from him." But he's like, "Ah, my shoulder hurts. I'm getting old," because that's another theme of this movie: is getting old, and the new people are the way to go. So anyway, he follows him. The other guy goes to like the top floor, which is still getting made, but it's still only getting made with mirrors. So the other guy's like cutting a hole in a window, and Bond's sneaking up on him like, all that stuff. Takes a shot, boom, kills some Asian guy at the back of the head, like across the street. Oh no, whatever. Then Bond comes like and just fights him after he kills him. It's just like epic fight. You know, there's using sniper and all this stuff, and then he's like, Bond wins, hangs the guy off the cliff, and he's just like, "Who do you work for? You gotta tell me." And the guy's like, I don't know, he doesn't even get a chance to answer him because Bond's like, you shot me here and I can't hold on. And the guy drops him and he's fallen, 100 stories and he's dead. But it's kind of funny and ironic because, like, he's the one that shot Bond, so then Bond couldn't hold him because he shot him and he weakened him. So, irony pays back. So don't shoot someone else you're going to kill him because it might kill you shooting someone. So that's the lesson in this movie. So anyway, he goes back to, like, the guy where he shot him and finds, like, a casino chip. So Bond's like, "Time to head to casino." Another crazy scene. It's just like, so Bond's just, shaving, getting ready for the casino, getting his tux, and then, like, the chick from the beginning's back and was just like, "Oh, hey, I'm sorry I shot you, but I'm here to help you again, because obviously you want my help." And he's like, whatever. He basically says one line, and she's like, "Oh my god, I want you." And then, obviously they do stuff. She shaves him, doesn't slit his throat, and it's just like, oh, sexy time. So then it jumps to the casino. Actually, hold on a second. After he kills the sniper guy, he looks across the street where the bad guy sniped some Asian guy and sees this chick, and she's like, "Oh, hey, how you doing? Whatever." And then when they get to the casino, he sees her again, and it's just like, oh, obviously she has ties to the main bad guy. I have to go talk to her. So he meets up to her at the bar, and it's just like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" She's like, "Oh, I'm good, but I'm shaking." And he's like, "You're scared. You must have been a sex slave or something, because I could tell by the tattoo." She's like, "Oh my god, you get me. I know. I'll tell you the bad guy's name, but you have to meet him on the boat tomorrow morning. But I have these 3 bodyguards, and they're going to attack you." But, "Oh, I have these 3 bodyguards. You have to, if you can kill them and meet me tomorrow morning, then I'll bring you to the guy." And he's like, "Whatever, 3 guys. I can do it." So she leaves. He's about to leave. They're coming to attack him, sweet fighting. And then, like, the bigger guy, they both drop down in this, like, Komodo dragon fighting pit. And he's like, "Oh, you're gonna beat me and take my gun, but my gun, it's like the only gadget I have in this movie besides the radio." And he's like, "You can't use it because only my fingerprints work on it." And he's like, "Oh no, but I'm still gonna punch you anyway." And then a Komodo dragon takes him and starts eating him. And then Bond's like, "Alright, whatever." And then he straight up pulls a Mario, jumps on the other Komodo dragon to get the extra lift just to jump out. And he's just like, "Oh, jolly good." Sees everyone. It's just like, whatever. And then we're off. The girl's waiting on the boat. She's like, "Oh, it didn't make it. Oh, well. It's sad. I thought I was going to make it." She sets off, and then she's just in the shower, and then Bond just comes out of nowhere and just completely naked. Just like, "What's up?" And then she's like, "Oh, hey, whatever. I'm happy." Like, how does this work? Like, she's just randomly take a shower, thought he didn't make it, and he just comes in the shower. They had, like, one conversation. Whatever, that makes Bond, I guess, and that makes me jealous. So whatever, then, the morning comes, they get off, and they're like, "Oh, this is the island that this main bad guy, he just scared everyone off the island using computers." It's just like, chemical spill, so everyone runs off, and so he's his own island to himself. And, they just all get captured because they're just, like, waiting for him. So, the other guy comes to Bond, who's just tied up in a chair, and just like, "Hey, Bond, or whatever, I did all this plan, I'm the master computer guy, I can make anyone do anything. Don't you want an island? You're like me. We're both, like, agents, and we know what we're talking about, we know we're, like, better than everyone else. You shouldn't side with me?" And he's like, Bond's like, "No, I wouldn't do that." And then it gets really weird, because the bad guy's, like, all, like, sensual, like, touching him. It's like, "Bond, your attraction doesn't work only just on girls. Like, I want you too." And he's like, "I bet you never, like, been with a guy." And Bond's like, "Who says I haven't?" So the bad guy brings him to this, like, palace gardens abandoned place, and he's like, "Oh, here's that Asian chick you were with, and like she's all tied up and beaten up, and he puts a little shot glass, and he's just like, here, use these old-fashioned dueling pistols, shoot this off her, because I'm making you, because I have like 10 guys holding guns at you, and he's like, no, I can't shoot straight anymore, because I'm all like beat up and shot, and like nothing healed right. So he's like, bah! Misses. Another guy's like, see, let me show you how to. And bam! He just shoots her, boom, right in the head. She's dead. And he's like, oh yeah, I can beat all your guys now. And just beats them up. Beats them all up. You know, gets the other guy down like on the ground. It's just like, what's up there? Which, at this point, doesn't make sense. Because why didn't he just beat up everyone and kill everyone like 5 seconds before the girl got shot in the head? Like, did he need the motivation? Or he just could not care less? I don't know. This couple, just Bond is a dick in this movie. Like, straight up like, wow. He's just mean. So anyways, video died, battery charged, but whatever. I wasn't really going to go into the ending anyway. It's just, you know, you should see it if you haven't seen it. If I hadn't spoiled too much, I pretty much talked about the movie. But it's my first real long-winded review. Hope you liked it. It's, I'm going based on memory, so I didn't really look. I probably missed a lot, but it's just like, it's, you know, it's going to be real and fresh like that. Yeah. Well, if you liked it, comment, like, subscribe, please. Back to what I thought. The movie was great. The action was awesome. Over the top, top notch. Kind of cliche, but that's what Bond's supposed to be like. And there's come reference because they're like, oh, the Aston Martin. Like, I knew that was a car in the movie. I don't know. Whatever. So if you're a James Bond fan, you know there's little Easter eggs like that. So, a little fanfare that is in it. So, I mean, I like it. I just don't know it. So, I mean, I like when movies do that. It's just, I didn't know what it was, so it was just in there. But, I give it about a solid B+. It's really, really good. You know, I'm just not the biggest James Bond fan. If I was, I'd probably give it an A, I would think. But anyways, hope you like my review. More coming. You know, leave some suggestions what I should review in the bottom. It doesn't have to be a movie or a video game or show. It can be like food, anything, whatever, whatever. Whatever.